Hello everyone, hello to the people of the internet. Do you guys remember Facebook? Back in the day, I used to use it, you know? Do you remember this by any chance? Do you remember when social media websites used to kind of be usable and they used to work? I'd go on it and I'd be like, hey, do you want to see this picture of me? And I'd get one comment and it'd be like, no. And it would be my mom. It would be so rough. Just getting that sort of treatment on Facebook in public. Anyways, a few days ago, I decided to go back to this website, catch up with it a little bit, maybe play a game of Farmville. Now see what this Facebook thing has been up to. And very quickly, I see hell. Just a shit ton of pictures of just AI shit that don't make any sense. I saw this right before I filmed this video. It's a photo of a woman being like, hey, I made all this bread, but no one likes it. Could you please give me a like? Hey, it's my birthday today, but someone shat out my birthday cake. Can I please get a like? No one cares about my birthday. And so my brain sees that, it hits my brain, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I keep going. And then I see this article. Let's have this picture up on the screen right next to me. So this is a Facebook post. It says, it scored 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Best show ever. Is so good that fans are binging it all in one night. Now, you know, I've been born into a reality with internet. I've seen sort of, you know, similar posts to that are like teasing a thing, a little bit of clickbait. You click on the article, and then, you know, one sentence in, you find out what the name of the show is. So I clicked on this thing. I was looking for a new show to watch. Sue me. I clicked on this thing. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this, but I'm gonna have a few messages to say at the end of this video about like the future of this channel and my main channel, main Pinely. So, you know, just stick around for that if you like that sort of thing. Anyways, I opened this article and this is what I see. I'm expecting to get this sort of answer very quickly. Netflix's best show ever is so good that fans are binging it all in one night. I already know that information. Let's try and find some new information from this article. A Netflix show is being raved about by fans, with some binging the entire season in one night. That is the same information. I've been supplied with the exact same information again. Okay, but whatever, that's the headline. Now we're getting into the article a little bit. People are taken to social media and enthusing about a new TV series that landed in the streaming platform's top 10 following its debut. Still not saying what show this is. Now I have an ad block, so I think all these gray bits are ads. So in a different situation, just imagine me scrolling by a billion ads, and in between those ads, there's just one line teasing me a little bit. One fan pens, I will never stop talking about this masterpiece. Yeah, be real vague. Who's the fan? Usually they put the tweet in the article. I'm not asking for much from these entertainment news websites. But at least show the goddamn tweet of the fan saying, this is the show that I like. In other ads, another anonymous fan vaguely states, go watch this show. Best thing I've seen on Netflix in a long time. It kept me on the edge of my seat the entire way through. I'm being edged right now. Not this fan. I'm being edged right now. A fourth person writes, now we get to see a screenshot from the show, thank God. My only complaint is I didn't watch it sooner. What show? I watched them all yesterday. Shares a fifth fan. You know, usually when they show a screenshot from a series, they might write the name of the show, you know, in the little bottom in the gray bit. People are binging the Netflix series. What f***ing Netflix series? I smashed the table so hard that it jumped to a different spot in the article. And then, yeah, it's this thing where it just keeps slightly revealing what the fuck they're even talking about. Alex Godfrey of Empire writes, an impressively unpredictable show, pulsating with, whatever the f***. And this person from Decider says it's one that keeps a foot planted firmly in a recognizably real world. That's excellent. This is great. And then in The Guardian, they said that it's a sprawling sci-fi drama. Besides the fact that it's on Netflix and that fans like it, this is the first piece of information we find out about the show. It's a sci-fi drama. Strikingly performed, bracingly plotted, and its characters are up there with prestige TV's finest. The show has also, yeah, I know that it has 100%. Compared to hit shows such as NBC's Heroes and classics like Channel 4's Misfits, the series follows a group of normal people in modern-day South London who suddenly develop superpowers. Thank God. Now we at least know what the show is about. You could have done this whole this whole teasing me, dangling the very minor piece of information in front of my face. You could have done that. You could have done that in a way that more respects me. In a way that gives me, like, slightly more dignity. You could have just given me this, at least a synopsis early on. And then it says what the show is and who's in it. And apparently the show aims to answer what a normal person would do if they had powers. At this point, I've scrolled through about 100,000 ads, I reckon. And then, they quote a little bit of kind of why he wanted to make the show. And then here, they say, following Supercell's huge success, Netflix has... So here, they just casually mention it. This is how you know a gaslighter. They pretend that they never hurt you. Oh, no, you always knew what this show was. We didn't do this intentionally. I know you did it intentionally, you I don't know if I'm mad at the person who wrote the article. They've probably been asked to. No one does this out of a passion for writing. So they've probably been asked by their employer to do this. So I'm not really mad at the specific person themselves. I'm mad about this phenomenon as a whole. I'm mad that this is what we do now. And yet here, as we find out what the name of the show is, the article ends. Shame on you. Phenomenon. Shame on you. I'm shaming the situation. So yeah, this is what this video is about. It's about these horrible articles. I looked at it at some point. I took the whole thing. I threw it into one of those AI detectors. It said that it's not AI generated, which, you know what, I sort of on some level believe, even though I know those detectors aren't great. But I on some level believe that because I think this is a very intentional human thing. And like AI could that up. But I wouldn't be surprised if it uses some AI. All these fan things aren't quoted. Like they're not real quotes. This website, IGV, I've never heard of it, but apparently it has almost 12 million followers on Facebook. Can we subscribe to this channel, guys? Can we subscribe to this channel? My goal is to one day beat IGV News on Facebook. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna go through this article. All right, I'm gonna try and read it very fast. I'm really gonna go for it. So we have this title: Prince William taunted with horrific forward chant at public appearance. I'm gonna read this article, and we're gonna have a timer up in the screen somewhere in the corner, and we're gonna see how long it takes me to read through this. This is like a speed run. So I'm really gonna try and go as fast as I can. If I talk about something that's not one of the words in the article, you can pause the time, and I might even skip a few words here and there or sentences just to give it some credit, and also just because I don't want to read this thing forever. So this is my go at it while really giving this thing its chance. Let's see how long it takes us to get to the forward chant. Timer's on the screen, cue the speedrun music, and go. Prince William was taunted with a horrific forward chant in a recent public appearance. It's no secret that the Prince of Wales is a devoted soccer fan, having supported Aston Villa for most of his life. He has previously spoken to the BBC about his admiration to the club, saying, "Aston Villa has always had a great history. I have friends who supported Villa, and one of the first FA Cup games I attended was Bolton versus Aston Villa back in 2000. Given his long-standing loyalty, it's not a surprise to Villa supporters when the Prince is spotted cheering on his team from the stadium. Over the years, fans have shown their support to Aston Villa and their most famous royal supporter. But now, the whole country, what a load of bullshit, is flooding the royal with love after a crowd of fans from an opposing team hurled a brutal forward chant at him at a recent game. Just tell me what the 4 words are, damn it. Just tell me. One person writes, "No need for it. The guy loves soccer and needs respect. Should be allowed to watch in peace." Somebody else says, "That's cruel. He's a father whose wife has gone through treatment from cancer and his father is still going through treatment. Plus, being a parent to 3 children. Have some compassion. The man was born into his life the same way we all are, so it doesn't justify hatred and insult, whatever the Prince William joined thousands of supporters at Villa Park in Birmingham to watch Aston Villa versus Celtic, a Scottish team, in a Champions League game. Celtics fan bombarded the 42-year-old Prince with horrific chants as they realized a royal family member was sitting at the stadium. This is not the first time Celtic fans have hurled abuse towards the family. Are we gonna find out about the other times they did that? Is this supposed to look like he's crying? He looks like he's smiling or like covering a burp or something. In 2022, Celtic was fined for provocative anti-monarchy banners displayed by fans at a Champions League match held less than a week after Queen Elizabeth II's death. Per ESPN, the crowd held up banners with "F the crown" and "Sorry for your loss." What the f is going on? What is the 4 words? Can we go back? Can we... This is like in school. I was just trying to, you know, you need to hit like 1,000 words or whatever. Or 2,000. I don't know how many words is how many pages. I can't think about it off the top of my head. I'm reading really fast now. This references an incident where blah blah blah, a man broke into Buckingham Palace and entered Queen Elizabeth II's bedroom just days after Prince William was born. It was one of the most high-profile royal security breaches in history, and he was diagnosed with schizophrenia by doctors after the break-in. The Scottish champions were fined 50,000 euros by UEFA. It's still nothing to do with those 4 words. Despite the previous punishments, it did not encourage Celtic fans to keep their behavior respectful at the recent match. The opposition fans held up banners referring to Michael Fagan again. Okay, so it is slightly related. I need to give them some credit. Along with the chant, if you... Oh, it's not really... Okay, whatever. I don't think it's that related to him. Unless he said this. Oh, okay, no, we don't know what the banners are, but the chant was, if you hate the royal family, clap your hands. Mail Online reports that the crowd also engaged in songs about the Queen and Prince Harry. Another disturbing chant was Lizzie's in a box. And time. Stop the timer. Lizzie's in a box. Lizzie's in a box. That's the chant. That's how they're gonna do it. She's in a box, in a box, in a box. I'm not saying that don't make an article like that about me. I just explained what the chant was, okay? F***ing Jesus. I wanted to say that this is what the future of news reporting is, but no, this is like the present. Is this just all the articles on Facebook? Like, those, I never clicked them, and this was the only time I clicked them, and I find out that this is how they do things. It's like those recipes that you see online that, like, tell you their whole life story, so you scroll through 50,000 ads until they tell you how to make the goddamn sponge cake or whatever. It's this sort of shit. Anyways, news. Big news. Recently, me asking you guys to have hype apparently worked. I posted a nearly 90-minute long video about the 9-month cruise that we've been working on for about a year, and you guys are watching it and you seem to like it. This is by far like some of the nicest comments that I've received on a video ever, so thank you for that. Now, a lot of you have also asked for me to post more videos like that one, and I'm sure that you understand that, like, you know, this is... I can't release something like that every month, so then let's say I wanted to take a few months off to work on something like this. I'm put in quite a tough financial position. Like, that video, to be as frank as possible, was a bit of a risk. Like, there was a chance where I would have been, like, in the red trying to make this thing, you know? And that's fine. This isn't like a woe is me sort of thing. I took that risk and, you know, it paid off. You know, apparently that video is for people. There's some people that are interested in watching it, which is really fun. But I would like to be able to take more of these risks. And one great way to support the channel is to go to my Nebula link. It's going to be in the description. There's an evil Pinely page and a normal Pinely page, but in the normal Pinely page, I'm going to be posting extra content every month. I posted a 30-minute long exclusive video there, kind of going over the process of making the sea shanty for the thing. For 9 months we sailed, we loved and we suffered. The poor and the pinnacles are one and the same. If you buy it through my link, it's like a 40% discount. It's $36 a year. Helps the channel a lot, you know? That's all I can say. In terms of channel news, I'm going to be sticking to 1 video a month on the main. I was kind of stretching myself a bit thin towards the tail end of last year, trying to do like 2 a month. With the sort of things I want to make, it's hard. So we're going to balance it out a bit differently. I'm going to be back to posting 2 videos a week here, and I'm going to be posting once a month on the main. If things go well with the Nebula stuff, I might post a bit less on the main, but those videos are going to be bigger, like more impressive and all that. Like, that was cool, you know, doing a fake reality show. That was fun. But to be able to come to kind of the interesting versions of my ideas, I kind of need time, you know, to kind of play around with it. and all that. So yeah, that's kind of it. 1 video a month on the main, 2 every week here. It might go back to being like 1 every weird amount of days though, if doing it twice a week becomes overwhelming. It might. I'm working on the next music video for James. It's in the editing process and I'm editing it, so that's a lot of work. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But this was a big week. 2 very big things I worked on were released and the response has been amazing. So thank you guys, and just, yeah, subscribe if you want me to beat IGV. We're gonna do it. 12 million subscribers on Evil Pinely by the end of the year. Let's get it.